Learnstorm. So the unit test is in Khan Academy. It's already been assigned. It is due Friday. I had some people confused about it might not be the same for Math 8, but Math 7 had a couple titles of activities that looked like they were the same activity. But when you hover over it, guys, when you put your cursor, right, the mouse on the assignment name, it will pop up with the rest of the assignment name. So if you're curious, like, wait, are these the same? Put your mouse on it, wait for a second, it will pop up with the full title. Our quarter 1, ends next Friday. So obviously at Phoenix, our quarters are broken up by discovery days, but as you're going to be talking about in social studies and global cultures about discovery days, we had to push ours into November because the building. So they. Totally lost my train of thought. They are going to be shutting our water off, thank you. So our discovery days are now like mid-ish end of November, like right before Thanksgiving. I don't know exactly how it's going to work this year with us not being able to be in the building, but normally, if you are not mastered, if you're not done with the work that you need to be done with from quarter 1, you're here with us working on Discovery Day 1 because you need to catch up, right? It's not a punishment. It's your opportunity to catch up. While the other students who might be caught up aren't here. We want to avoid anybody being here. Our goal is always have 0 people here for Discovery Day. That's the best because that means everybody did everything you needed to do. If there was ever going to be a quarter that we could accomplish that, it would be quarter 1. Right? This quarter has the least amount of work of any quarter. This would be when we could accomplish that if we want. So I thought right as we end the first quarter and kind of head into second quarter, I thought we would activate Learnstorm to give us some more motivation. So we'll do that here in just a minute. As far as the unit test goes, what grade do you need? The unit test is not part of your homework grade. It is homework. It's work you're supposed to do outside of school. But actually, I'm going to give you some time today to do it. On Friday morning when we have AO, you can also utilize that time. But that grade gets kind of lumped in with the paper test that you do for me, which, yeah, I still have your guys' paper tests. I've been really busy. I'm trying to get them graded. I worked on them a little bit last night. I used a picture of me grading your paper test to advertise Direct Drive. Nobody's names are on the test or anything, but remember, Direct Drive is going on only for like a week more, so try to hit the pavement and get some donations coming in for us. But yeah, your test grade for the unit test in Khan Academy, if it's not 83, that's fine. But if it's like a 50%, that's a pretty big red flag for me that you might not be ready to master this material. So if you take the unit test one time and you get a 50%, that should be like a warning to you of like, oh crap, am I ready for the test? Because you take the Khan Academy test before you come take my test, right? So if you do well on the Khan Academy test, you have no worries about my test. My test is normally a bit easier than the Khan Academy test. And I try to like tell you about the trap doors, right? I'll be like, watch out, there's a trap door here. Audrey? It did not show you even numbers. I will show you that exact problem. I know why it did +2, +4. I know why you're thinking what you're thinking. It used even numbers in the problem because to go from 1 to 3, like consecutive odd numbers, we have to add 2. So the jump, even if we're going from odd number to odd number to odd number, the jumps are always even numbers of a jump, right? I jump 2, or I jump 4, or I jump 6. I know the problem you're talking about because actually Colin and I talked about it earlier. So I bet what you saw in the work was x, then x plus 2, then x plus 4, then x plus 6. That's still odd numbers if x is an odd number. Because if x is like 5, then 5 plus 2 is 7. That plus 2 more is 9. So we can go over that here in a minute. Like, you'll have a chance to email it to me if you want. But I know exactly what you're getting stuck on. And that's a trap door, right? Like, that right there would be a trap door. So I bet everyone was able to read that. So right now, exactly what Audrey kind of transitioned us to, is right now, this is what you should be doing. You should pull out your computer and check map. You should check Khan Academy, and you should email me if something needs changed. Now, the other message that I need you guys to read and like /C, excuse me, this is totally different than what Miss Allie does. And I'm not sure about the other teachers, but Miss Allie and I talk a lot because we're neighbors. And I know I'm doing essentially the opposite that she's doing. And it's because we teach totally differently. I'm using Khan Academy to do like some of my grading. Miss Allie reads your work. She grades every single thing you do. She has to grade. So that's why we are so very different in the things that we do. So read this. I'm going to stop talking so you can read this. The whole thing. I'm going to scroll. Some of you have already been doing this. When you do work in Khan, you get caught up and you email me and say, hey, I'm caught up now. Can you change my grade and map whenever you get a chance? I'm now making that what we all do. Because I want to change grades faster. Like for you guys, I don't want you sitting around waiting and telling your parents, oh, I took care of that. Mr. Hudson just like hasn't checked grades again. So if you know that a grade of yours should be updated, email me. Say, hey, I think my Khan Academy is good now. Now that means that you checked Khan Academy, right? You've made sure that that stuff is done. And I now in MAP are just batching by due dates. So I'm saying like KA practice due, what this week's would be due October 23rd, right? So that's, you can check due dates and like how I batch the assignments together. What's up, Miss Allie?
My computer.
It's not computing?
It's not computing.
All right, so guys, this is what you should be doing right now. I'm going to go try to save Miss Allie, even though she's told me many times she doesn't need me.
She probably did. Yeah. We should record. Wait, can I record class next time? No, because there's legal problems with that. Does anybody mind? I do not give my consent. I do not give my consent because there are legal problems with that. What? There are legal problems with just asking. Are you okay with the video? No, I'll webcam. I have a better one. This is so much better. Generic. I like my weird generic background. What is my background? My background is the same image as my profile picture. Why is it so tiny? Because if I zoomed it out, you wouldn't be able to see their head. It works. So crop the photo. I'm gonna make it break. I tried that, it didn't work. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. What are you doing? Have our plan. I used to take pictures like that all the time with my poor hand. She starts doing those, do that. Whenever I do with my friends, I'm a minor. I just go like, we walk a centimeter away from the camera. Or I start breathing on it and clog it up. I don't know how oh god. I have the all-time best background now.
All right, so let's Well, first off, I'm going to see if anyone's emailed me anything. Yeah, because then I can put it up on the screen real easy.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Sebastian, you're just sitting there every day. You're sitting there every day now. Okay, I just got to change the seating chart. You're fine. I just got to move you in Infinite Campus. All right, so while I'm recording the video, and since nobody else from this class has sent me any oh, I do have one. I got one. I was going to say, let's go ahead and learn some. So, guys, everybody, unless you're totally caught up on math, you should be doing math right now. Like, anyone just sitting here staring at me, I'm assuming you're totally caught up in math, have all your homework done, and are not worried about anything. What up?
Okay, so if I were to time something for scientific notation, 10 to the 8th power would be, let's say I'm trying to get 2 billion, so I would times it to the 8th power.
So, scientific notation moves decimals, right? So, it times 10 to the 8th power is times 10 8 times, right? So, it moves the decimal 8 times over.
So that would be...
So, if you had 5 times 10 to the 6th, that's 5 million. Because 10 to the 6th is a million. 10 to the 9th is a billion. Billion. All right, give me your attention up here really quick just to review these things before we spend the rest of the time just catching up on stuff. I know most of us are probably relatively comfortable on this, at least if we've been doing the practices. But I wanted to review these things. Can anyone who's gotten pretty comfortable... Sorry, I need to move these again, I guess, because my little camera box thing is in the way. Can anyone tell me what we analyze to determine if we're going to have one solution, no solutions, or infinitely many solutions? Sophia, start it, and then we'll throw to Colin.
So I know the way you can find it as infinite solutions if both sides have the same problem.
So do we see anything up here where both sides have the same thing? Ivan. Hey, Ivan, as other people keep yelling things. Ivan, what do you have to say? Why? It doesn't look like it to me. Oh, so if I combine my y's, group my like terms, my left side and my right side are actually identical. So that third equation will have infinitely many solutions, right? So what we just said was because we end up with 50y plus 50 on both sides. So I'm going to write this over on like the right side of my paper, since it was on the right side of the screen. 50y plus 50 equal to 50y plus 50. And we're not really formally taking notes today if you're comfortable with this stuff. Infinite solutions. Right? Because what that means is x is allowed to be any real number. When we talk about infinite solutions, that's saying x can be any real number. All right, can you now help me out with either the middle one or the left one? Colin? Why do you say that? So Colin's saying if we put these together, the 60 and the negative 97, we get negative 37z plus 50 for the left-hand side. Negative 37z plus 49 for the left-hand side. Sorry, for the right-hand side. Yeah, you're right, except 37, right? So if we add 37z to both sides, we get 50 equals 49. So again, if you want to show the work of that, I love what Colin said. We can actually use that inverse operation technique. Right? We can add 37z to both sides, and this is never true. 50 is not equal to 49, and I know your 7th grade brain probably wants to make an argument for, well, I don't know, it could be if, but no, guys, mathematically speaking, 50 is not equal to 49, so this is never true. So what we say there, no solution, or empty set is another name for this. Now, on the leftmost one, if we do the distribution, we get 7y plus 21 equals 5y plus 8. Can anyone, I don't need to know what the solution is. Can anyone tell me how many solutions will be there? 1. Because if we take 5y away from both sides, we get that. And if we take 21 away from both sides, sorry, my writing is kind of sloppy because I'm trying to move fast so that we have time to check our Learnstorm. 8 minus 21 is 13? Negative, right? But I think the difference between 21 and 8 is 13. We can divide by 2 and get y is negative 13 over 2. So here's what we're looking for. One solution comes from different values on both sides. So different on both sides, right? Like, I don't have the same variable values. I don't have we could have the same constant values, but left side is different from the right side. So sorry, I realized my notes were writing too far down. For no solution, if we have same variables, but different what? Different constants, right? So we had same variables, but different constants. So we had negative 37z on both sides, but the constants were different. So that means no solution, right? Same variable, but different constants. And then the infinitely many solutions was just the exact same. Exact same on the left side and right side. We know that's going to be infinitely many solutions. My left side is equal to my right side. Right? Absolutely the same. So then we should quickly be able to look through questions like this and say, well, if we need one, so I'm going to move all of these because I forgot that I would be zooming during class and that my window would be in the way. One solution. So for one solution, like we just said, one solution, we want different sides on the left and right. So A, what do we notice about A? Just shout it out. A would have, it's the same, right? So how many solutions? Infinite, right? B, different variables, same constants, right? We said the constants don't matter as much as like the variables. That one might, I think that one might be allowed to have just one solution. We'll come back to that and verify that in a second. C, same variables, different constants. What did we say about same variables, different constants? No solutions, right? And then same, D is the same. Same variables, different constants, so no solutions there. So B, because we have different variable values, that's all that really matters. So really, for one solution, we could go back and make the note of the biggest thing that matters is different variable values. That's the biggest thing, is the different variable values. So different variables causes one solution. Hey, Dewan, do you not have any graph paper, bud?
No, I just got back, so.
I know, but I mean, you were in here before. It's just a regular, right? So I will start to, on my start slide, say get out the regular instead of saying graph paper and pencil. Graph paper and pencil is the regular, right? So your start slide will start to just say that. If we want one that has no solution, we said to get no solution, we want same variable but different constants. So we're looking for same variable, different constants. A would have no solution. B would have no solution because same variables, different constants. C would have no solution. Yeah, all of them, right? All of these have the same variables but no different constants. And then here, what about infinitely many solutions? Just shout it out. D has the exact same on the left side and the right side. It will be infinitely many solutions. So now let's check out Learnstorm. I'm going to turn music back on for that. So, Learnstorm for our class. Here's how Learnstorm works. Sorry, I was going to wait for a second because you keep interrupting me. So if you need to say something, I'll wait. You good? Okay. How this works is each level is triple the amount of assignments as we have people in the class. So this is for everybody in 3B math. Sorry to my green people, we're doing this today. It just happened. So I can't redo this. Once we get past the level, we're past it. If we as Math 8 have made it through level 15, all of us will get candy. That's why I gave candy to the last class. And green people, make sure you hold me accountable to remember that you get candy when you come to school. So I guarantee we're past level 1, right? If you guys have done 66 assignments, all of you combined, which I'm sure some of you are sitting there thinking, well, I've done probably 66 assignments. Like, I've done a ton. So we're just going to let this count up while you guys do some Khan Academy math. I'm going to keep, like, every level that comes, we'll have a little celebration. So there's our level 1 celebration. Zoe, you celebrating at home? Woo! She's like, I don't get candy. Why would I celebrate? Yeah, I mean, yes, but each level is 66 assignments for the class. I saw that you sent me one. We'll get to that in just a second. Hold on, I'm dragging. Only when you get to 15 do you get to celebrate crazy loud. Because that's why they got really loud, was they made it to 15. That class was 3% over level 15. That's it. That's how close it was. Because I knew that, like, we'd be close at this point. I don't know. We'll be close. I don't know how close. It's 66 assignments per level. There is. You just keep going. No, like, done to what I had said. So above 80. Really, I think it's above 80 according to Khan Academy, but I do 83%. All right, we're at level 4. All right, the other, did I already talk about food and water tablets and stuff? Okay, because I forget what I've said in each class. So that's what happens if we get to level 15. Oh, look at the brains. Woo-hoo!
We have flying brains. I'm really worried that we're not going to have enough. I know, same. Like,
But, guys, you can keep going. Like, even if we don't reach it today, that's then a goal for next week.
Does this include assigned videos?
No, it's assignments.
Can we just do like anything out of it? We did the ones that are not like the
I'm going to stop answering the what-if questions. Aside from the question I will answer, is it only is assignments I've assigned. So it's not just any, you can't go back and do first grade assignments. Well, we're already here. Stop. Sit down. That's not an assignment. We've already talked about it. That's an article. That's an article. It does not give you a score. It's an article. We're talking about assignments. Oh, whoa! We got Sal Khan jumping around the screen. That's the guy who made this website.
So it's only what you assign and not like if we get through like certain mastery points on the like regular one.
So like you can't go back to 3rd grade math and do assignments that will count for this.
The course mastery that you have, if you do like some of those in there that you didn't assign, will that count towards it?
If it's in 8th grade. No, that will not matter. Once it's done where it needs to be, it counts.
People are too smart for that. I feel like. Yeah, I mean.
Anyone who's made any math thing.
So you guys should either be working on your Khan Academy, sending me an email about needing to change a grade in math, or if you're totally caught up with everything in Khan, I guess you could just be watching the Learnstorm progress. If you are stuck on something in Khan, you should be emailing me like Sophia did, which I will answer her question as soon as we get done counting up our Learnstorm points. Oh, you should get out paper and pencil. Yeah. Yeah, paper, pencil.
I'm sorry, I forget random things sometimes.
It's alright. My afternoon went to crap when I spilled a lot of coffee over here, so I'm not having a great afternoon.
I like the outer space color.
Right? Alright, we're at level 9. Guys, if we get to level 10, that is 660 combined completed assignments. Already. Okay, I'm not sure that the videos don't count since I assigned it. If you just go watch random videos, I know that doesn't count. But if I assigned it, it might count because I assigned it. We're at level 10, guys. All right, quick gauge of the class. Do you think we've made it to 15 already? Are you unsure, or are you thinking, nah, I doubt it? Do you think at least 13?
I'm unsure. I'm not sure. If we're not already at 15, can you just assign us a bunch of assignments earlier and we're still going? So I mean, it's just how.
So this, thank you for that question. This goes to an announcement I have about Friday. I will, especially like this Friday, because we have A on Friday, I will try my darndest to assign the next week's work on Friday. So this Friday, if you're in AO, now this does not mean you can like just do math and ignore all your other classes. I wish I could say that, but we can't, right? So we have to do all of our classes, but I will assign next week's work on Friday, so you can go ahead and get a jump start on it if you would like. We're in level 12. I don't think it's slowed down. I think you guys just made that up. I don't think it's slowing down.
I think it's just the nerves.
I think it. Yep. I think it's your brain.
Sometimes it is. I think I'm just being scared. It's creepy. That is creepy. He looks like a nutcracker. Yes.
All right, what do we think?
I don't know.
I don't know. Charlie thinks that we've made it to 13 at least, so let's see that. Well, that already hasn't happened, right? That's a good thing that already hasn't happened because we've made it 13 levels. Oh, I didn't know if that was going to finish out. All right. Level 14, last one before the big stress. Last one before the big stress. It is not slowing down. To what? I think it's sped up.
Yeah, it looks faster on this one. Yeah, it looks pretty fast. Yeah, we get through Oban.
All right, now this next one is literally for all the candy. It's like, it's not. Oh, did I not say that out loud? That if we get through level 15, you all get a piece of candy? All right. Such a good song. All right, now sit down so I can throw candy at you. I will. Who wants purple nerds? No, there are purple nerds, there are pink nerds, there are sweet tarts, there is Laffy Taffy, which is strawberry. That's it. That's all I got for right now. So if you want purple nerds, raise your hand. I will throw it to you because I don't need to go. And I'm a pretty decent thrower. Skull and bones. Skull and bones. Only if you will keep your mask on while you're eating. No other purple nerds. Pink nerds. I'm running out. Pink nerds. Front row pink nerds. Oh, you'll get more at 20, assuming I go to the grocery store and buy more candy. Okay. Good catch. No other pink nerds? The sweet tarts are the hardest for me to throw. That's why I'm saving them for last. Laffy Taffy, my choice out of this bag. Laffy Taffy. Good catch. Oh, almost. Ready? Oh, good catch. Yes, you can ball pass it. Ready? Oh, that curved. Alright, did everybody get candy? Everybody got candy? Okay. Alright. Alright. So here's the thing. Math 7, the class over there, they only made it 3% into level 16. Do you guys think we're higher than them? So you want me to click it and find out? What if I said we'll wait till next week? Alright, here we go. Simmer down. You're different. You're different. Ooh. Ooh. Grab the book? I cannot grab a book. I cannot. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint. What do we think about level 17? All right, let's try it. E-Hall Pass, I got you.
Oh my God. We're insane.
Exactly.
You get candy at 20 again. You made it through 17. Which also does mean you've done more work, which makes sense because you're in Math 8, right? We got to move a little bit quicker. We got more to cover. All right, what do you think about 18? Think we made it? Guys, can somebody quickly with a calculator do 17 times 66? Because, guys, let's just take a moment to appreciate how many activities we've completed.
1,122.
Yeah, and Zoe popped in and told me too. So, guys, you've done over 1,000 assignments. That's impressive. That's awesome. Let's keep going. Level 18, level 18. Easy money. I'm not going to let us look at 20 until the very end of class. If we get through 19, I'm going to save that to the end of class so we don't totally disturb the other classes. Holy cow, guys. Well, I don't know. Some people got to pick up some slack and we'll get even higher up. We got a couple people dragging behind, but I think we can easily get to 20 by next week if we're not there by today. All right, let's check 19. Cooper's like, wait, oh, there's the end. All right, so there's my challenge for you. I'm throwing. Yeah, we haven't had to do that very much this year, but if I got to get your attention, I will. And some people are using their nerds like noisemakers, which is fine because I'm a percussionist, but like, let me talk for a moment. So throwing down the gauntlet, right? We know we haven't made it to level 20. Our green group of our class will get the candy for level 15 yesterday, or tomorrow, yesterday. Yeah, that's when your brain just crosses wires. So the next time we're going to check this is next week. Yeah, it's Outsiders Day. And this took a little while. It won't take this long ever again because today was the first day. I just wanted us to get to like a pretty high level before we cared about it, because I felt like if I started it and we were like at level 2, you guys would be like, oh, womp womp. But guys, look at how much work you've done. And what this means, if I go back and I have it like pull up the actual Learnstorm like information. There was a thing about prizes that I could click on that would talk about the different like things that they send out to people. Yeah, I can't see because only so much is. I already did enroll. I had this up and then I closed it. Where's the thing about prizes?
Oh, it did say you could assign exercises, articles, or videos.
There you go. So I guess they do all count. That's why you guys have so many, is it's counting everything you do.
Assign is just one. Assign is like third grade now. No, just assign us with a whole bunch of videos.
All right, so I can't find it right now. I'll show it to you guys at another point. But guys, it's really cool. The fact that like based off your work, they're donating stuff to third world countries students. So like kids just like you, right? Like 12-year-olds, but over across an ocean, maybe a couple oceans, or it's all one ocean really, are benefiting from what you're doing. That's pretty cool. Now back to a tiny bit of math, because we did get a problem sent to me, at least one. Wait. Yeah, I know, that's for the teachers, and $100 of it would be for my classroom. So that would be like to buy you guys candy and crap like that. Yes, because $200 will buy us a gaming console. Yes. All right, so we have... Hey, Dewan, I'm going to call it out straight. You got work to do. I should see your hands either moving on your paper or on your keyboard or something. Okay, well, do you have headphones in that you're actually listening and benefiting from it? Okay, I'll let that one slide. You're getting away this time. All right, so this question. Logan, stop. We're moving on. Love your excitement, but we got to move on for a couple minutes. So, what? No, you're good if you have a legit question. I just, like, one of your classmates sent me this, and I would like to do it for them. I have another email. If you're the other classmate that sent me a question, I saw that too. I just don't know if we're going to have time. So, the table shows the approximate number of pieces of mail handled by the U.S. Postal Service. How appropriate when the Postal Service is kind of in the news right now with everything going on. So, how many more pieces of mail were handled by the USPS in 1995 than 1965? So, How many more? What type of question is this asking? How many more? Addition or subtraction, right? Because subtraction is addition. So I love that you said addition because subtraction is addition. So if we compare 95 as having more pieces of mail to 65, then 95 has 1.8 times 10 to the 11th minus, in 1965, it was 7.2 times 10 to the 10th. Now here's the trap door. We cannot do subtraction with numbers in scientific notation unless the actual scientific notation part of it matches. So the power of the 10 is what I mean. So guys, I think a lot of you would benefit from watching this for a moment. I either want to take my power of 11 down to a power of 10, or my power of 10 up to a power of 11. So we have to remember what lets us do that. Now, what would be easier is if I move my decimal left, this would get 0.72, and that's probably easier to take away. Or we could move this decimal right and do 18 minus 7.2, right? So what happens if I move this decimal right? Does my power go up or down? Goes down, right? So I can make this become 18 times 10 to the 10th minus 7.2 times also 10 to the 10th. Now we can do this subtraction. So we can do 18 minus 7.2, which gives us 10.8. And we just bring that times 10 to the 10th into our answer. So since they had the same power, we carry it down. But this is not scientific notation. We need to put it into scientific notation by moving the decimal left. What does moving the decimal left do to our power? Yeah, it increases it, right? So 1.08 times 10 to the 11th is the actual final answer for that problem. We got one more that was sent to us, and we do not have to check Learnstorm again. Nope, that wasn't a question. That was just letting me know they were done with their work. All right, so I'm going to come around with wipes. Yeah.